Yeah, I think that's reasonable. And now we're going to start the first round of qualifying. This is a 10-minute round. The top 5 drivers will advance to the Super Pole round of qualifying to determine the starting field for today's race. The cars are sitting on pit road. They're trying to determine what the best setup is. K-Wade 01 is the first car out on the track. Coming out of the pit lane. Batman is right behind him. It'll most likely take them a couple laps to warm up their tires properly. As Batman looks to the inside. OTTR Burger is on the track as well, along with James. Going through the carousel. It appears that Batman has a little bit of a faster starting pace. K-Wade goes a little bit off track. Track limits are very strict for Watkins Glen. Oh, K-Wade very loose coming out of the last turn. Batman dives into turn number 1. Multiple drivers have had invalidated lap times because of the way they cut the track. Batman's lap will not be allowed as well. But again, this is a good warm-up lap. Ian is still on pit road. We see our Euro Series champion, your boy DeRasta, coming through the final section of the course. I'd expect him to be very fast in this race. Down the front stretch and see how well he does. And a lap time is not recorded for him. And OTTR Burger is the first one in with a 118.188. James is now in first with a 112.458. And we've still got over 6 minutes to go in the first round of qualifying. James is looking to the outside. Thinks better of it. Now Batman has the fastest lap time at a 1:10.085. It's a very fast pace. Kate Wade is now third with a 1:14.718. Your boy is a 1:16. I believe somebody spun out on the track. OTTR Burger spun out. He's currently in 6th with a 1:18.188. And the top 5 drivers will advance to the Super Pole round of qualifying. And I think OTTR Burger is, yep, he's around. I believe that's on the first turn. That will invalidate his lap as well. So far, Batman's looking very strong with a 1:10.085. James is over 2 seconds behind him in second place. K. Wade is back in the pits, trying to make some changes to his car. Cool. Ooh, Dad's taxi hits the rumble strip coming out of the carousel. Don't think it held him up too much, though. And OTTR Burger has spun out in the first corner yet again. He's got to get that figured out. Oh, get whooped very loose. Going into the final turn. You've got less than 3 minutes remaining. Oh, and Get Whoop spins out in the first turn. He's back in the pits. Batman really hanging that car out, coming out of the carousel onto the straight stretch. He's definitely smoking the tires a little bit. And he still has not beaten his original lap time. With only 2 minutes remaining in qualifying. James is now in third as your boy Rasta has a 1:12.372. And OTTR Burger is back out of the pits. Coming out of the S's, looking to make one more round at this. He's going to be able to get probably one more lap off. And James is now back in second with a 1:11.060. So you took the silver away from your boy at this moment. Less than a minute to go in the first round of qualifying. Oh, James very loose going into the carousel, but very fast as well. No TTR Burger is on the apron, turn 1. Someone else's, Dad's Taxi is in the pits. Your boy is spun around, I believe, in the same place that Burger did. James goes on by. Qualifying is now complete. The drivers are on their last lap. Your boy is off track in the bus stop. And all the drivers are back on pit lane, I believe, as we tally up the results for the first round of qualifying. Your top 5 drivers that will advance to the second round, the Super Pole qualifying. Batman in first, James in second, your boy in third, K-Wade in fourth, and Dad's Taxi Service is fifth. Those will be your top 5 that advance. Starting 6th will be OTTR Burger. Get Whooped will be 7th, and Ian2726 did not make a lap time. I believe Ian2726 is going to spectate this race. We see all the drivers who have advanced coming out of pit lane. It's only 5 minutes for this second round of Super Pole qualifying, so these drivers will only have probably a couple laps to actually get off a lap time. Only 4 minutes left. James is definitely off course. Oh, James goes into the grass just a tiny bit. I don't think his lap time was invalidated. For those of you watching at home, I believe Ian2726 is on the radio with us. My old broadcast partner, we love to have him turn on his mic to make it hot to help co-commentate this wonderful race. Batman has a 1:10.930. He is currently in first. James does not have a lap time recorded.
Ooh, new Major Nelson radio episode out.
Your boy Rasta is in second with a 1:12.880. Dad's Taxi's third with a 1:14.438. K-Wade01 does not have a lap time, but he is going through the final section of the track. He has a 1:13.923. He is currently in third place.
Yeah, I've got fucking The Witcher 3 to get through. When
Less
I'm out
than a
there.
minute to go.
Middle-earth, Shadow of War.
James still does not have a lap time recorded.
Fuck, the internet down there is horrendous, mate. It's fucking horrendous. It's just about good enough for a shitty fucking Skype chat, and that's about it.
And it's entertaining. My one readout says Batman has a 1:10.889. However, my race feed indicates that his fastest lap is a 1:09.752. I believe either way, Batman is in first for qualifying. Less than 20 seconds to go.
Say again. There'll be hard drives kicking about, mate. I'm taking my projector with me so we can have a movie night on a Thursday.
Finish for 5 lap for the determine their starting position. Oh, and James could not tell if that was lag or what the issue was. And I'm not sure if there's a timing and scoring problem, but I do not have a lap time recorded for James. Right, your starting grid for the race. Batman is in first. Your boy is second. James is third. K-Wade is fourth. And Dad's Taxi Service rounding out your top 5 in 5th. OTTR Burger will start 6th. Get Whooped is 7th. And Ian is in 8th. For those of you watching at home, my usual co-commentator, TLR Cyborg, is having some issues with Xbox, and he's trying to get connected, but we may not have him for today's broadcast. Hey, James, I can hear you. Quick question, just so I understand this. What did we decide as far as the lucky dog and how many caution laps we're going to have per our discussion yesterday? Good evening and welcome to the fourth round of the NASCAR Xfinity's Championship here at Watkins Glen International. Hi folks, I'm Form the Crowd 909, excited to bring you another exciting edition of this great series that we have on the Project Cars Club. A little bit different for these drivers, going a little bit back to the style we had of the first season of NASCAR, a road course. Although a very fast road course, a very long flowing, not very technical of a circuit. We are not racing the boot today. I expect to see a lot of action, specifically in turns number 1, that sharp right-hander, especially on the start and the restarts. The inner loop, or more commonly known as the bus stop, will also pose a challenge for these drivers, and also coming out of the carousel, going down the straight stretch and into the final 2 turns will pose a challenge for these drivers as well. As I mentioned before, the first 3 rounds of the series took place on ovals. We had a race at Daytona during the day. We had a race at the Texas Oval, which is a slightly different challenge than back to a super speedway.
Puka's watching.
These drivers have not had as much experience when it comes to racing on the road courses in this updated version of the cars. As those of you know, Project Cars did update the setup for the stock cars. I believe they made the tires a little bit wider for road courses, which makes it easier to handle. And we're getting ready to do a manual start. And Ian 2726 was not able to get a time off today, and he is going to spectate the race. So and Batman is spun out on the pace lane.
Oh.
On the pace lap, I should say. On the exit of pit lane. I don't think he damaged his car any. And I believe there's a problem with James's car. He's trying to get that started. James is trying to figure out what is wrong with his car. We're going to have an extra pace lap so he can get caught back up.
Bit of fire at standstill.
We can definitely see the drivers warming up their tires down the straight stretch. It does take cars a couple laps to get their tires warmed up properly. We're going to have one to go for the start of this race. James is still having some issues with his vehicle. We're having some issues with the communication with James and some problems with his vehicle. We're going to have to restart the race, I believe. And a little bit of confusion out there on the track. I think now everybody is leaving the race and we're going to have a restart. And we are still missing K Wade, I believe. And we still need K Wade to join the lobby. And now we have K Wade. And we got to make sure I'm the director.
Take it easy, that means you're a pussy.
And now we are back here at Watkins Glen International Speedway. We apologize for the technical difficulties, folks, but we're almost ready to go here. The drivers are making the final adjustments to their car. Again, I'm formerly Crowd 909 alongside with, well, I would say my co-partner TLR Cyborg, but he is unable to be with us today. Again, an exciting road course. A little bit of a different style of track compared to what we've had the first 3 races of the championship with 2 super speedways and an oval. You've definitely heard a number of the drivers complaining about the handling of their cars. But we've seen some very fast lap times. And I expect to see a lot of action specifically in turn number 1, the bus stop, and coming out of the carousel. We're going to have a manual start. We're going to have 1 pace lap for the drivers to rearrange their positions based off of qualifying. Batman did spin out the first time we tried this, but he's got his tire pressures figured out, and he's ready to go and start this race. Drivers are still warming up their tires as they enter the bus stop section of the track. As soon as we get back around, we'll be ready to go green. The field is finally getting into formation. And we're almost ready to go here at Watkins Glen. Coming out of the final turn. And the green flag is out. We're underway here at Watkins Glen International. You see how well these drivers take the first turn as Batman goes to the inside. Wade has taken 3rd place from James, who's now back in 4th.
How many laps is it tonight?
Berger is riding in 5th. Get Whooped is 6th. The Dad's Taxi rounds out the field in 7th. And I believe Dad's Taxi must have had a problem. I already see some damage to that vehicle. He is way off the pace. Our Daytona Firecracker 250 champion from last week. Batman is definitely off to a strong start. Although we're only on lap 2. Ooh, Kate Wade looks to the inside of your boy, thinks better of it. Let's see if he gets the position this time. And he has it. As James is now looking to take 3rd from him as well. We're already hearing some of the drivers complaining about the handling and specifically the brakes on these stock cars.
Oh,
Your boy looks way to the outside. Batman is off to a 3-second lead, but a great battle for second, third, and fourth. You can see the 32s looking very loose coming out of the carousel. James is peeking to the inside of your boy, but doesn't quite have it yet.
oh, James gonna have a dive down the inside, is he?
James is looking to the inside, and he has the position. He is now in third place, going through the S's.
I just had a major moment. Oh my god. Almost lost the catch. Almost lost it. Oh my god. Okay.
And I believe Batman almost lost it. He had over a 3-second lead. Now it's reduced to about 1 second. As K-Wade 01 sets his sights on him.
That bus stop looks horrendous, man, coming through there.
And I think your boy is a little upset that James supposedly brake checked him. Oh, James gets a little bit in the grass in the final turn. Wow. Looking a little wild there. And we're only on lap number 5. The field is definitely getting more and more spaced out. You can see a lot of these drivers that hit the S's, that car really wants to get sideways on them. Your boy just gets a touch of the grass. And Dad's taxi is around coming out of the S's. He's got it going again. Definitely struggling with that car. It's a little different from Daytona, that's for sure. And as they dive into turn number 1, K-Wade goes way to the outside. I think he's going to have a track limit penalty. Perhaps your boy is out there as well. It whooped is trying to put some more pressure on your boy after he overshot turn number 1. And your boy really loves to clip that piece of grass, and Dad's taxi is now in the pits. Obviously, some major damage to that vehicle. And as we can see, the pit crew looking to make some repairs to that vehicle. James has taken second place from K-Wade after that overshoot that he had in turn number 1. Someone is in trouble, perhaps. Do not see any accidents. Dad's taxi is still on pit lane. Some major repairs have to be made to that car. And Batman now has an over 10-second lead. Although that seems to be contracting a little bit. One thing we have to remember is that depending on where you are on the track, that's going to affect your timing, especially into the bus stop.
See if that should now be on Twitch as well, isn't it?
Oh, OTTR Burger is sideways on the apron. I believe that was the next to last turn. He got around. He's trying to get it gathered. He was hanging right in there with your boy. I think he just took that turn a little too hard. Right now, the field is fairly spaced out. Batman in first. James in second. K-Wade 01 is third. Get Whooped is not that far behind coming through the carousel. Your boy is fifth. OTTR Burger coming through the bus stop is in sixth. The Dad's Taxi is back out the pits. As you can see, a lot of damage to that car that had to be repaired. And he hits the wall coming out of turn number 1, but he keeps it going. Get Whooped is on the outside of K-Wade 01. So they're battling for position. And for the moment, K-Wade still has third place. Oh, K-Wade is in the grass. Definitely cut the track a little bit there. He doesn't appear to be affected, though, as he still has third place over Get Whooped. And your boy is loving this. He's slowly but surely catching up to third and fourth place. They're racing very hard for that position. Oh, K-Wade smacks the wall coming out of the final turn.
Oh, Johnny's all kind of fucked up here.
Oh, Dad's Taxi Service is crashed on the exit of pit lane, trying to get it backed up. It's just not working out for him today.
Oh, Burger's around.
And your boy has lost a little bit of ground. And according to our readout, K-Wade has had the fastest lap section in Sector 1. Batman slowly but surely keeps expanding his lead. James is on an island of his own. Get Whooped currently has third. He looked a little loose going into one, but very fast. And now they get whooped and K-Wade 01 stop fighting. Rasta is just getting a little farther and farther behind him. No TTR Burger after that. Oh, he hits the grass going through the bus stop. He seems to be okay. And the first stage will end at lap 31.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Watkins
that would
gone,
be
Watkins
lap
gone.
21. I apologize. Lap 21 is the beginning of the stage caution. Pit lane will be closed at lap 15. Lap 15 is the last lap you can pit. And at the start of lap 15, pits will be closed. Apologize for the confusion. Get Whooped is definitely closing up on second place. James, James is around before the final section on the apron of the track. Wow. He is back and forth as K-Wade 01 goes by for third. Get Whooped was definitely putting the pressure on James. And I think he was just pushing a little too hard going through that final section.
We got 6-6. What's behind that?
And I tell you, Get Whooped is starting to look like a rocket ship out there. But I'm sure that Batman is taking it probably a little bit easier considering the gap that he has over second. James has lost a considerable amount of time. Apparently some issues with James' car. Looks very loose. And he's coming in the pits. As lap 14 is the last lap someone can pit for stage number 1. He's coming to the attention of his crew. So fueling up the car and making some changes. And the way this road course is, it's a little difficult to tell the distance between Batman and Get Whooped, depending on what section of the track you're on. But he's definitely hanging in there. They've got pretty similar lap times. We've received word that he's made up over 6.5 seconds compared to Batman.
Oh.
Dad's Taxi's hood is just completely ripped off. James is back out of the pits, coming out of the S's. Oh, James, very loose going through the bus stop. I thought he was going to completely crash into the wall. What a great car control by him. He takes the carousel very wide.
He's catching me, man. He's catching me.
6-3.
And I'll be curious to see how hard James races with Batman. Currently, he's in position if he does get lapped to get the lucky dog. But Batman is running considerably faster lap times than James.
James, you hang in there. Just definitely not looking at me.
Oh, Batman is up last.
And
They get
Batman
good
certainly
draft.
wants to win the stage and get the points. I don't think he's an immediate threat of getting passed by Get Whooped, but certainly he has to know Get Whooped is lurking behind him. Oh, James is around! Spins out right in front of Batman. Looks like he maybe got a little bit of damage to the front end of that car.
Jesus, there must have been a fag packet in between that. Jesus, that was close.
I think James just pushed a little too hard and lost it coming out of the bus stop. Great driving by Batman to get the car rolled up to minimize the damage.
4
if any he
seconds
had.
behind now.
And that definitely slowed him up a little bit compared to Get Whooped.
Is he close?
And I must say, a very nice paint scheme by Get Whooped. I really like that. K-Wade 01 is roughly 20 or so seconds behind our leader. Out there on an island of his own with your boy in 4th. OTTR Burger is 5th. James is in 6th. The Dad's Taxi rounding out the field in 7th. And if James can just hang on and Burger doesn't get lapped, then he'll be in the catbird seat to get the lucky dog. As we're on lap 17. Actually, lap 18 at the moment. The stage ends at the beginning of lap 21. Ooh! Wow, Burger. Very slideways going through the bus stop. Tire smoking. And K-Wade is in the pits. K-Wade will be penalized a lap for pitting under the restricted time frame. You are not allowed to pit at this stage in the race.
What's his penalties? He got to get his cock out.
If you pit when pit lane is closed, you will be penalized 1 lap.
Come on,
For
Watt, get
simplicity,
that gap closed.
we'll make it a drive-through penalty.
Batman's had it too easy so far this race.
K-Wade is being black flagged, and he must do a drive-through penalty on this lap.
Here he comes.
K-Wade is coming in the pits to do the drive-through penalty. Coming out of the final turn, we're going to have one more lap to go in the stage number 1. Batman has a commanding lead over Get Whooped. Your boy is currently in third. OTTR
Weird
Burger
amount
is
of
fourth. K-Wade01 is in fifth. James is back in sixth. And Dad's Taxi rounding out the field in seventh. Get Whooped had a much slower lap time than Batman on that previous lap. Batman was running a
Down
111.
to 2.9.
Get Whooped was running a 113. Your boy was running a
You
113
had a-
as well.
Batman had a moment because Whoops got it down to 2.9.
Coming out of the final turn, the green and white checkered flag is coming out. Batman has won the first stage here at Watkins Glen. Get Whooped will be second. Your boy Rasta is coming through the final two turns of the course. And it appears he will be third for the stage. Berger is back and forth, coming through the bus stop. The pit lane is closed under caution in this league. And the leaders are going through the bus stop, as the field must get collected. That's Taxi's going through the inner loop and he's spinning out. It's a 2-lap caution. And as the field is getting bunched up, we're going to take a look at our lucky dog. And K-Wade is the lucky dog. K-Wade can go around the leader and make up his lap right now. We're going to have one more lap to go before we're back under green. The lap cars start ahead of the, well, start behind the lead cars. Drivers are still trying to get caught up. Dad's Taxi catches up to James. Oh, and OTTR Burger spun out in the first turn, trying to get caught up to the leaders. And as we start the second stage, we're going to have 5 drivers on the lead lap. And as we see the lead cars entering the final section of the course, we're almost ready to go for the second stage here at Watkins Glen. Coming out of the final turn, The green flag is out, and we're underway. Get Whooped is now in the pits. And a little bit of strategy by Get Whooped. And I believe something has happened to Dad's taxi. Can't see it from our camera angle, but oh, we see him at the exit of turn number 1. He's up against the wall. K-Wade very loose coming through the S's. And a little bit of strategy by Get Whooped there, and apparently there's a miscommunication with him and his crew. They did not change his tires, but it's definitely given Batman a little bit of a lead due to that shaky looking restart with your boy in second. Get Whooped going through the carousel. And for those of you just tuning in, normally I have my co-anchor with me, TLR Cyborg, but unfortunately, he's had some problems with his Xbox and cannot make the broadcast with us today. COTTR Burger slowly catching up to lap car of James. Dad's taxi is in the pits. And I believe Dad's taxi has decided to hang it up for today's race. Really had some issues with that car. Oh, he is going to keep on going, but they're trying to change the setup. Obviously, there's something a little off with that car. And I believe Dad's taxi now has a penalty for some reason. He's been sitting on pit road. A 10-second penalty. He must have sped. Hearing some choice words coming over the radio. Not sure what that's all about. Your boy has lost a little bit of ground to Batman, but isn't that far off from him. They ran almost identical lap times the last lap. As a reminder, lap 35 is when pit lane is closed for the second stage. We see OTTR Burger getting some tires and some fuel, repairing some of that damage, if any he had. Now he's back out. We're certainly hearing the drivers complaining about the tire wear. There's definitely a huge tire fall off, and I think one of the challenges that they've really faced, you can certainly get off a quick qualifying lap time by really, driving that car hard and having a very aggressive stance, going sideways through the bus stop and through the S's. That's really not sustainable for the entire 82 lap race. At the moment, the field is very spaced out. Something happened. Dad's taxi is on the apron. K-Wade 01 is spun out. He's going again through the carousel. And I still believe there's a problem with Dad's taxi. That car is just not going up to full speed through the straightaway. We didn't see it on our screen, but Batman was very sideways coming through the bus stop that last time around. Batman's definitely driving it a little loose. Reminds me of some of those races from the 80s with Earnhardt and Tim Richmond and some of those other greats. Really letting it all hang out. Oh! OTTR Burgers spun around in turn number 1. He's got it going again, though. He has really struggled with that first turn. Someone, Dad's taxi, I believe, has spun out yet again. Actually, he's in the pits. And oh my goodness, he's been disqualified because he actually spun onto pit lane. Well, that just about sums up his race right there. And we're certainly hearing some jubilation from OTTR Burgers crew as he finally made it through turn number 1 without spinning out. And right now, Get Whooped is taking third from K-Wade 01, who's in fourth. I believe they had a little back and forth there for position. K-Wade looking very loose coming out of the bus stop. Just hit a touch of the grass. Really hugging that inside line coming through the carousel. Wow, I thought he lost it coming on the straight stretch. What a great save. And as I said in my pre-race, you know, the three places I was looking for a lot of action and accidents. Turn number 1, the bus stop, and coming out of the carousel into what I believe is turn number 10. We haven't seen as much action in turn number 10, though a few spin outs, but definitely the bus stop and turn number 1 have posed a large amount of problems for these drivers. Get Whoop currently in third is coming up on James' lap card. He is to his outside, doesn't have quite the momentum yet. As they go to turn number 1, James lets him go on by. Oh, it's something wrong with K-Wade 01. He is spun out coming out of the S's. It appears that something was wrong with the car. And we've got a local caution. Coming out of the S's, I think we've lost K-Wade 01. Batman is still in first. Your boy Rasta is currently in the pits. And we only have 5 eligible drivers. So Get Move looks to the inside and takes. Goes on past OTTR Burger. And I believe race control may have lost communication with the rest of the drivers as Batman is in as well. Get Whooped is now in first as Batman is coming back out of the pits. Lap 34 is the final lap. The drivers can come in pit lane. Ooh, James just brushes the wall a little bit coming through the S's. Right now, Get Whooped has about a 19-20 second lead on Batman. field is very strung out at this stage. Your boy looked like he had to get on the brakes really hard coming through that next to last corner. Batman is back in the pits. Obviously, there was something wrong with that pit stop that made him come back in. We'll try and get word for you as far as what happened. Which means that your boy Rasta is now in second. Batman is finally coming back out of pit lane. That's certainly a tough break for him. He's had a dominating performance, and that's going to cost him a lot of time. We'll have to take a look and see who our lucky dog might be at this juncture in the race. Unclear. I believe that James currently would be our lucky dog, although Batman is quickly catching back up to him to take that position back. And as we're on lap 36, the beginning of lap 41 will end stage number 2. James definitely fighting hard, trying to, oh, very loose, going on to the front stretch. Really doesn't want to lose that lucky dog position that he has, although I think he's going to have to give it up. Not quite. Oh, Batman looks to the inside. They're side by side going through the S's. James very loose. Batman had to back off just a little bit. They're dirt tracking it through those turns. Oh, James hits the wall. Wow, and Batman hits the wall, but Batman has taken 4th place. Now he is the lucky dog. I knew it would just be a matter of time. Batman's just been so fast during this entire race. He's pushing very hard to get that position back. And in fact, that was his fastest sector 2 for Batman. And now Batman sets his sights on OTTR Burger. And whenever the stage does end, we're going to have to take a close look at this, because actually OTTR Burger would be your lucky dog at the moment, as they were both a lap down. Batman very loose, going into the carousel. Great battle. Can OTTR Burger hold off Batman and keep that lucky dog position? You've only got a couple more laps to go in the second stage. Batman is right there, all over that back bumper. Catching him is one thing, passing him is another. And I cannot tell. OTTR Burger took a very defensive line, hugging that inside, and Batman just blows on by him on the outside. I don't believe OTTR Burger will let him have that position because of how important it is for this race. Although Burger is still right there. He got a little slideways coming through the bus stop. Wow, OTTR Burger smoking the tires. So we've got one more lap to go here in the second stage. Kid Whooped has almost lapped the entire field at this point. Your boy Rasta is 55 seconds behind. And your boy is... Wow! That is the definition of slideways right there. Get Whoop goes through the bus stop for the final time of the second stage. Into the carousel. Batman has definitely stretched out his advantage. As we come to the end of lap 40, Batman dominated stage number 1. But Get Whooped, going through the final turn, is going to get the green and white checkered flag, and he is your stage 2 winner. And it's going to take the field quite some time to get caught up to him. He is almost to a crawl at this point. And it appears that Batman is now going to be third. And your lucky dog I believe OTTR Burger passed him after the stage had ended. And I am not 100% sure. And Batman is your lucky dog. You've had some technical difficulties, but race control radio is now back. So we're going to have one more lap of caution after this. Batman did finish third. Yep, we're going to have one more lap to go here under caution before we start the final stage. Batman was the lucky dog for the second stage. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Some different fuel and tire strategies. We've got 3 really fast cars in the top 3. And the lap cars start behind the lead car, so the lucky dog will be in 3rd position on the grid. We are going green this time around. And Batman must catch up and be in 3rd position. Coming through the final turn. We're almost ready to go here at Watkins Glen for the final stage. And the green flag is back out. Something happened to James. He is way behind the rest of the field. Oh, he's in the pits. Batman is right on his tail, with your boy Rasta in 3rd, and OTTR Burger 1 lap down in 4th. James is still in the pits, and oh, Rasta went very wide through the bus stop. Now he's cutting through the grass. Took that just a little too fast. And James has a time penalty, a pit lane violation. He's still in the pits. He must have come in really hot. And it's a 10-second penalty for James. Not 100% sure what happened there. Batman was really closing up on Get Whooped, and then he must have made somewhat of a mistake because he lost a little bit of... And as we see James coming back out of pit lane, it appears that Batman went a little wide in coming out of the carousel. And I really think we're going to have a great battle for the lead here for the rest of this race. Get Whooped and Batman are very similar in their lap times. They're both better at certain portions of the track. Batman is definitely getting closer on Get Whooped. Batman took a little bit of a wider line that time. Went a little bit harder, I think, than Get Whooped, but he had to back off coming through the S's. And I think Batman pushed us a little too hard at the beginning of that lap, and he's lost a little bit of distance on Get Whooped. Something to keep in mind, Get Whooped is on really old tires. He has not changed tires this entire race. Which is really impressive considering the amount of tire wear we've had. It's not quite like racing at Darlington, but there is a huge tire fall off for most of these drivers. He's expanding his lead just little by little. And it should be noted that Batman just got a fresh set of Goodyears. Get Whoop kicks up the grass just a little bit. And this seems to be the portion of the track where Batman can really gain some ground on Get Whooped. And as they come through turn number 1 of the S's, oh wow! A little bit of a block by Get Whooped. Oh, Batman almost lost coming out of the final turn. Batman is definitely applying the pressure, looks to the inside. Just really hard to make a pass through the S's right there. Batman gets in the grass just a tiny bit as he has this entire race. Really a great battle for the lead here. And I think Batman's biggest problem is, I think he's a little bit faster than Get Whooped, but it's just so hard to make the pass. You're that close. And it seems that one lap, Batman will be right on his back bumper, and then it contracts a little bit for the next lap. I think Batman cut that turn just a little bit. Yep, Mr. Seaport, he almost did hit that inside guardrail. I thought he took that a little tight. And we're still early in the race. We're only on lap 49 of 82, so I think these two drivers are trying to keep their stuff fairly clean. But if they stay like this for the rest of the race, I could definitely see Batman being a bit more aggressive, trying to get around and get whooped. And I do believe the drivers are going to have to pit at least one more time in this race. And I'm really curious how much faster Get Whoop can go with fresh tires. Wow, Batman again, very loose coming out of the turn. And the top three cars have had pretty much identical lap times. All in the 111s for that previous lap. Get Whooped is stretched out just a little bit more as we're on lap 50 of 82. And we've lost OTTR Burger. Apparently OTTR Burger is back in the pits and done for today's race. Burger really did struggle with that first turn. That was really his downfall to today's race. And Get Whooped and just ran a 110.942. He's getting even faster. You know, it's not very common, but sometimes the drivers, when they're on older tires, and also less of a fuel load as well, can turn out faster laps versus a fuel load and a fresh set of Goodyears. I'm going to take a look and see how much fuel each of these drivers have. Get Whoop is going to have to come in the next few laps, I believe. Meanwhile, Batman will be good for quite some time. You see your boy not that far behind James. He showed a lot of speed today, but just had some bad luck go his way. He's at least a lap down. And Batman is right back at him coming out of the carousel. Took that very wide. And I think a little bit of gamesmanship going on between our top two drivers. Not really showing their full hand yet. Oh, Batman got woed up a little bit in turn number 1 and lost a bit of time. I think he locked up the brakes just a tad. Whoa, your boy Rasta cuts through the grass on the S's. The car must have gotten just way out of hand for him. Even though they're on different laps, your boy and James are racing very hard. Let's ride on board with Get Whoop for just a moment. See how he's tackling this track. As we can see, he's in 4th gear, goes down to 3rd, hugs that inside line, stays in 3rd through the final corner. Is right up against that wall. In the 4th, and I believe your boy Rasta is spun out. As we see, our leader goes down in the 2nd through turn number 1. Into 3rd as he enters the S's. Goes into 4th. Some of the drivers like to stay in 3rd as they go through that part of the track. Still in 4th. Hits about 166 mile an hour as he enters the bus stop, back down into 3rd. He stays in 3rd, coming out of the carousel. Back into 4th. He reaches about 156 mile an hour as he goes through the final 2 turns. And now, Get Whooped is coming in the pits. And Batman retakes the lead. Now it's going to be interesting to see. Get Whooped has not taken tires so far this race. Now he's getting a tire change. Loading up on fuel. As you see James go by in the distance into turn number 1. And it's taking a considerable amount of time to get that car repaired. We can see that your boy has definitely lost a lot of time out there on the track after he spun out. And we receive word that your boy just has a lot of aero damage as Get Whooped is coming out of the pits. And Batman has crashed at the entrance of pit lane. And now he's coming in the pits. And he had an issue with his wheel coming out of that final turn. And I believe that Batman is at least getting fuel. I'm not sure if he's taking tires or not. No tires for Batman, just fuel. And now he's back underway. And oddly enough, your boy Rasta is now in 1st, even after spinning. He has a lot of damage to. And as we see Batman leaving the pits. See, Get Whooped is just going past the start-finish line into turn number 1, and they're going to be about where they were before, just switched in position. So Batman has gained a little bit of time even after spinning out before he came in the pits. And your boy's got enough to last for a little while, but he is going to have to come in. I'm going to assume he does a splash and go and doesn't take tires. And your boy is now in the pits. He definitely needs to repair that aero damage, so that's going to take some time. And we see Batman go right on by to take the lead again. Although OTTR, excuse me, messing up my names here. Get Whooped is now in his sights in second place. And your boy Rasta is coming back out of the pits. He is good to go on fuel. Whoa, Batman! Very loose in the final turn. Really whipped it good. And I think if you're your boy Rasta, you gotta hope that Get Whoop catches up to Batman and starts fighting for position with him. And you know, in his position, you kind of want him to maybe make some contact and spin out. I mean, he's got 47-second gap. So he's gonna need a miracle to get caught back up to the leaders. Batman has definitely extended his lead over Get Whooped. And if you remember last week, we thought 3 different drivers were going to win the race in the last 10 laps. So anything can happen. One mistake by Batman or Get Whooped, and your boy Rasta could be right there. I believe Get Whooped is closing up just a tad on Batman. If I'm understanding correctly, Batman does have a slowdown penalty. Which has caused Get Whooped to definitely close up on Batman. As we're entering lap 61 of 82. I think Batman went a little wide through the first turn, and he may have a slowdown, I can't tell. He seems to have corrected it. And the gap is definitely getting closer. Before that final set of pit stops, Get Whooped had the lead. Batman was all over his rear end. Now the roles are reversed. After a couple mistakes by Batman, Get Whooped is right there. Oh, looks to the inside in the final turn. Does he have enough? They're drag racing down the front stretch. Get Whooped is side by side with him, going into turn number 1. Who's going to give? And it's Get Whooped. Batman still has the lead. Get Whooped was pushing really hard right there. He had to back off just a little bit and see the position of Batman. But he's looking to make another attack. You've got 20 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Batman has the lead, but Get Whooped is right behind him in second. James is back on pit road, making what should be his final pit stop. Batman was about 2 to 3 tenths faster than Get Whooped on that previous lap. And what we don't know is how hard these two drivers are really pushing. Are they showing everything they've got? And it's really all mental right now. A lot of gamesmanship. Batman a little sideways going through the S's. Keeps it going. Definitely some smoke coming out of that car for a moment. And I think Get Whooped may have backed off just a tad in that section, afraid that Batman might spin out in front of him. Well, I tell you one thing, Batman is definitely giving it all he's got. The way that car is going through the turn, I'm amazed he's managed to survive this long. And with road course racing especially, I think it's very important. Oh my goodness, Batman spins out! Oh, but Get Whooped is spun out as well. And they're both having to regroup. Wow. Batman still has the lead. Get Whooped went very hard into the bus stop. And going side by side through the bus stop, that inner loop just doesn't work very well. And as a reminder, this race is being streamed live on Twitch, and we will upload a YouTube copy of the race later this week. as we did for the Daytona race last week. And if you don't know the YouTube channel, it's just under Formula Crowd 909. As we're on lap 66 of 82. Getting into the final stage of this race. Batman. Every time I think they're just all gonna crash. And they're both running 110s at this point in the race. Yet Whoop was about 2/10 faster. Whoa! Again! Smoking sideways, and Batman still keeps it going straight. And, you know, one thing to keep in mind, too, Get Whoop was running very fast lap times with old tires. I'm not sure if Batman and the way his car is set up is as well suited for these older set of tires on the final laps. And I believe your boy is spun out. We've got a great battle for the lead. Get Whoop peeks to the inside. Just not quite enough. And it is so hard to pass on a road course. Oh, Batman, I think smacked the guardrail just a tad. Very loose. Get Whoop just peeking to the inside.